Oh, hello. Listen, I just recorded a kind of a brutally honest sad video because today is July 20th, 2017. It's kind of a sad day. So, I figured I would record this update video. I'm calling this Reed's Year 3 Update YouTube channel update of things to expect from my channel in year 3. Don't worry, you're either gonna like me, you're gonna get to like me, or you're not gonna like me, and that's cool. I'm pretty awesome though. Plus I'm Canadian. I'm a pop culture nerd guy who is proud of it. I've always been proud of it. I'm not like some of my friends who are like, I'm 40 now, I gotta have art in my house because I'm an adult and I hang out with people that hate life. That's not me. I have a Death Star thing, I have a Batman thing, I have Game of Thrones stuff. Instagram has pictures. I have 2 different Twitter accounts. One is my PC Twitter, and then one is my naughty Twitter, my original Twitter, because Twitter is still the Wild Wild West. But anyway, my name is Reed Dudar. I currently live and work in a small town called Lac La Biche, Alberta, Canada. And I have a 3-part video coming to YouTube explaining how I moved from Edmonton, Alberta on a fluke and ended up here. I've now been trapped in Lac La Biche for 14 months almost. But it's mostly been awesome. And this is a special shout out to you, Austin / Jimmy / Austin with the crazy Jew fro hair, because you're probably going to watch this video because you're one of the few people that currently know Lac La Biche Reed that is aware I have a YouTube channel. And I'm cool with that. And one of my best friends in the world is named Jimmy, and it's awesome. Anyway, even though I don't really talk to Jimmy anymore. So anyway, this is just a quick update because you're like, who is this fucking weird Canadian guy and why is he wearing... If you know who this is, you know all you need to know about me. Kind of. But anyway, this is a year 3 update because this is year 3 of my YouTube channel, and who knows what will happen. And yes, it's ghetto, and yes, it's amateurish, and that's the way it is. But with me, I'm honest, I'm flippant, I usually don't have a schedule or a plan. There are things I like to talk about, and I go off the cuff, and I go off the rails. I say a lot, so just accept it and move on. And I'm a pretty reasonable, realistic guy who believes in lots of old school things, like having manners in public, and not thinking that the internet and digital everything is the answer, because it's not. And I'm also a realist when it comes to life things, like we're not all meant to get along, people. We're not all meant to be friends and happy, liberal, fucking hipster douchebags. Other races and cultures we're not meant to get along with, but we're meant to respect each other as human beings. We don't have to be best friends with everybody. We don't even have to like everybody. We just have to tolerate and accept certain beliefs that don't harm kids, women, abuse gays, and any sick shit like that. And you know what I'm talking about. And trust me, I'm white, I'm Caucasian. We've done more damage to the world and earth than any other people on earth, and we deal with it. Some of us better than others. But hey, let's not go there. Let's not be crazy. So yes, I'm going to upload videos about how I ended up from Edmonton to Lac La Biche, how I survived an awful 6-7 months of my life that was awful and horrible, all because I lost a wallet, and it just fucking snowballed into a whole bunch of stuff. But somehow I escaped it. I ended up in a great job in Edmonton, and I had 2 other jobs on the go, and then I responded to an ad, and I ended up in Lac La Biche, a place that is afraid of movie theaters, afraid of Tim Hortons, afraid of Walmart, afraid of McDonald's, which is so weird, because if there was a McDonald's in Lac La Biche, that McDonald's would sell more chicken McNuggets than anywhere else in Canada. Seriously, because people in Lac La Biche really are obsessed with all meat bites from a Boston pizza down the road. It's crazy. And those are just an inferior version of chicken McNuggets, and then they toss them in sauce, which is completely stupid. But anyway, so a lot's happened in my life, and I didn't do a whole bunch of videos because I was too busy working and living with my life and trying to get my stuff from Edmonton and dealing with friends and friends that I thought were friends and blackmailing bullshit and stupid stuff that is explained in the 3-part video series. But this is just an update on why you should subscribe to my channel, why you should type angry things about me. Whatever floats your boat, I'm cool with. So, I'm a New York Ranger fan, but I'm not delusional. We're not going to win a Stanley Cup with Henrik Lundqvist. It sucks. We believe defense is going to win championships, even though we haven't had a legit center in years. We're not going to win a Stanley Cup. And Henrik Lundqvist, sadly, the best goalie in the NHL, is going to get traded to a team that will win a Stanley Cup. That's how the Rangers roll. It sucks. I'm still not a big fan of the Edmonton Oilers, even though I was born and raised in Edmonton, and this is the longest I've lived outside of Edmonton in my entire life. I love Connor McDavid. I'm a fan of the head coach of the Oilers. The GM of the Edmonton Oilers, I'm still a fan of, even though he made stupid trades. Taylor Hall didn't get fair market value. Don't give me that shit, Oiler fans. Don't. We should have had PK Subban. That could be another video. But Oiler fans are ridiculous and funny, and they're easy to make fun of because they're the stupidest fans in the NHL. You used to be smart. My generation of Oiler fans are the smart ones because we're realists. You guys, everyone else is stupid. And most people that go to Oiler games don't even go for the game. They're just there to be like, oh, look at me. So yeah, so I'm going to have an antagonizing thing with Oilers and Oiler fans, which is funny because they're dumb. I'm sorry, most of you are. It's what my PC Twitter is about, getting Oiler fans all riled up. And some of my most watched YouTube videos are about Oilers. I'm a pro DC guy. DC Comics, Marvel Comics. It's the way it is, it's reality. DC is quality, Marvel is quantity. Yes, Marvel has good stuff. Yes, Marvel has good films and had good comics, but anything Marvel's done, DC's already done it better. Greatest superhero of all time. Yeah, I'm a Star Wars guy. I'm not a wrestling fan anymore. I used to be jaded, but now I'm just not. I don't care. I think it's the older I get. Wrestling's for kids. Wrestling's been about kids for a long time. I get it. I loved when I was a wrestling fan. I was a wrestling fan for 25 years or longer. I knew lots about wrestling. I probably knew more about professional wrestling than people that supposedly have jobs in wrestling. Seriously, I had a lot of knowledge. I have a fucking garage full of fucking Pro Wrestling Illustrated, VHS tapes of pay-per-views, DVDs. Fuck, wrestling was my life for a long time, but last 6 years, I've just grown out of it. Even though I love Bill Goldberg and Sting and shit like that, not really into it. Roman Reigns sucks. Sorry. Seth Rollins sucks. Sorry. Dean Ambrose sucks. They're all mid-card talents. They're not main eventers. Boom. Wrestling, antagonizing. So I covered that. I still drink a lot of Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is my life. And it's better, Austin/Jimmy, than Pepsi. Boom! 2 shutouts. Love Game of Thrones. Love The Walking Dead. I'm Team Negan. I'm going to do videos about that coming up. Lac La Biche doesn't have a movie theater, and you have to drive to a place called St. Paul or a place called Cold Lake to go watch movies, which is 90 minutes away. Or you drive to Edmonton, which is 2 hours and 15 minutes away, depending on which way you take. And amazingly, I've seen 7 movies this year. My goal at the beginning of 2017 was to see 7 movies this entire year, but I've already seen 7 so far, which is amazing, and I'm going to do a video review about 4 of them all in the same video. Not one video per review like other people. This isn't Collider movies where every douchebag friend of someone is suddenly a movie expert. No. I love movies. I collect movies on Blu-ray and everywhere. Digital media is a scam. I'm sorry, I like to touch it. I like to feel it. What happens when the internet goes down? When the World War III happens? This is a crazy video, but I feel good. I'm pro Donald Trump. Start your hate right now. America only had 2 choices, and Hillary Clinton wasn't the right choice. I'm sorry that 50% of Americans women in America didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. That's your own other issue. Plus, America has a racist problem against black people. That's also a whole other issue to deal with. Canada doesn't like Aboriginal people, and that sucks, but it's a reality. So, Canadians can relate to the racism of Americans hating black people, in a way. But Donald Trump was the better of the choices, and who knew that Donald Trump was so pro-Russia? that Donald Trump and his family loved Russia more than the United States. It's crazy. But those were your two choices. I'm not a big fan of Justin Trudeau anymore. He seems like he's kind of stupid, even though we needed a change, liberals. But I'm a New Democrat at heart for Canadian politics. I love hockey, I love movies. I'm not a wrestling fan anymore, but I remember the good old days. What else can I tell you? I still like Coca-Cola. I'm a New York Ranger fan still. I love the NHL. Saints are my favorite football team. I see the countdown clock. I gotta wrap this up, kind of. I still love porn. I love porn. I know. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on why I love porn. Why? Because I like sex. I like women. I like women who have hot bodies. I'm not afraid or ashamed to admit that, and I've never been. And that's gonna be a funny, cool video to just talk about that. Because why would you get married if you can't have sex with your wife? Like, I don't understand that. Anyway. Passionate human being, man, crazy. What else can I tell you? I love Hamburger Helper. This is why I'm cool. I can tell you that I love porn. I can tell you my opinions on everything from politics to movies to why Michael Bay sucks. Fuck Michael Bay. Transformers 5 was total garbage. Why DC's better. Why I hope Ben Affleck stays on as Batman because he's going to be the best Batman we've ever seen. Why I'm going to debunk internet myths like Stanley Kubrick's a fucking talented director and he's not, and Christopher Nolan's worst film was Insomnia, or not Insomnia, I'm sorry. Christopher Nolan's worst film is fucking Memento. Boom! Internet just exploded. Star Wars is better than Star Trek. Duh, we know this. I've done videos about it. But this is what you can expect for year 3. Lots of craziness. I love Game of Thrones. I love The Walking Dead. I don't know what other shows are actually on TV. I don't watch a lot of TV. Strangely, I watch a lot of CBC News World and CTV News, but then I watch movies because I own thousands of movies, and that's what I love. And I have a satellite package. Bell sucks. I hate Bell. I have 16 liters of ice cream in my fridge right now. 16 liters of ice cream. 16. And like 4 of them are different kinds. Boom. And I'm cool. I can tweet about Hamburger Helper. I can tweet about my love for Kendra Lust, or Brandy Love, or Sarah J, or Alexis Fox, or Mercedes Carrera. And I can tweet about how Bret Hart is the greatest wrestler of all time. I can tweet about how Sidney Crosby is the best player in the NHL. Connor McDavid is not. He's still young. The Oilers are not going to win a Stanley Cup with Connor McDavid. Internet. Boom! That just happened. It did just happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah. I'm Reed Dudar. I'm crazy. I'm Canadian. I'm honest. And when I'm in public, I'm always amazingly nice to the people. If I'm at Walmart, I'm like, hi, how are you? Thank you for checking me out. When I go to fucking McDonald's in St. Paul because Lac La Biche is afraid of food, I'm so nice to people that serve my food, that pack my groceries, because being polite in public and being polite to people that are helping you is a good thing. It's good karma. So I'm old school manners about that. I don't take my phone to work. Even though I use Twitter more than small countries, and I don't bring my cell phone to work. Ever. Ever. Because if I'm going to get bad news, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it on the phone. Someone's going to call me at work and tell me a family member's died. That's just the way of the world. I don't need to know your stupid Facebook posts while I'm cooking and managing at a restaurant or whatever the fuck it is I do. Anyway, that's me. Year 3. I say a lot. Sometimes I mispronounce words like this guy JTE on Twitter, on Collider, who I really like a lot because he's a cool guy, because he's honest, passionate. That's it. I'm going to keep this under 15 minutes. So that's a year 3 update, and this is a crazy video. So if you watch this video, Jimmy, 3rd time I'm mentioning you, Jimmy/Austin, thanks. Subscribe. My videos are going to be uploaded more often now because now I'm settled into Lac La Biche. I get it. I have all my stuff. I'm not being blackmailed by my ex-roommate who had a kid to make his parents happy. Yeah, I just went there. Boom. Because it's the truth. You're not always going to like what I say. You're not always going to agree with what I say. But we can have a dialogue about it. And maybe you can change my opinion. Like, Nickelback is the greatest Canadian rock group of all time. Boom! It's the truth. Anyway, thanks for watching. Mark Messier is a god. Kendra Lust is a beautiful woman with a great ass. I'm Reed. I'm Canadian. This is Nightwing. DC rules. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, expect videos. Cheers.